unfortunately. About the game background. No, I am unfortunately dinner late again. So hopefully that doesn't bother you too much. I'm looking forward to finishing this. Ever since I played last Friday, I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to get. Go ahead and cut. Hey, you can't. Here's the game we want. What the music? That's Stray Guys music there. Alright, and it looks like my tablet's finally app. Of course, it had to realize there was an update when go live. Did it before. Yeah. Let me know, if I don't sound right or if the music is part of the game. I appreciate you being here, Jacan. You have no idea. Alright, Stray Gods. You. Let's sing at a bunch of gods. You go off Deity's party. We can go talk to Persephone again. But I don't remember everything from last time. I skimmed it as I uploaded it to YouTube. On my breaks and stuff. We'll just go to the party. I feel like we talked to her already. I don't know, maybe not. Aw, you're not feeling well? Oh, thanks for letting me know I sound good.
Fancy party?
Sending
Check.
good vibes.
Bunch of strangers? Check. Grace totally not dressed for the occasion? Check. Now, if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing here.
Grace? You're here.
Yeah, I'm invited, aren't I?
I'm just surprised you even knew it was happening.
did we not
Persephone
tell
said I
you?
should come to this. Whatever this is.
Persephone didn't tell you? Why am I not surprised?
We went and consoled him. Came for Aphrodite's help. Doesn't sound good. Didn't tell me.
Persephone said Aphrodite could help me and that she'd be grateful I came. That's it.
Persephone's not wrong, but that's not the entire story. You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right? No deja vu, recollections that aren't your own?
I don't think we
No.
did.
Should I have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil. In time, the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
Well, that's a little concerning. Sounds kind of cool. Nobody told me that. I mean, would it have mattered if they told me yet? But our only other option is that sounds kind of cool. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. I'm gonna say nobody told me that.
Seems like the sort of thing you should tell a new idol.
New idols are usually chosen. You would know about this already, except...
Except Calliope was murdered.
Well, remember how old we all are. There are so many memories. So the veil lifts gradually to protect you. Eventually, it's like a flood. It becomes difficult to separate what's you and what's them, and all who came before them.
Not looking forward to that. That was awful. I'm not sure what to think. Will I become Calliope? I'm gonna say that sounds awful. That's
I'm
how I
learning
feel
this
right now.
What are you talking about? It sounds like drowning.
It doesn't feel that way, I promise. You'll still be you, you'll just also be everyone else.
It sounds terrible. I don't even want to think about it.
I understand.
Sounds overwhelming.
Take some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
Wait,
What-
you still haven't told me what this is.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war. Passing on her eidolon is a way to forget, for a while. That's what this party is for.
Oh, that's not everything. Well, I have a party for it. That's pretty extreme. Is she going to
When
die?
you say she's
Good
gonna
question.
pass on her eidolon, You mean
She's going to die, yes, and pass her soul on to a chosen successor.
in front of everyone?
We're here to help, Grace, to make it easier for Aphrodite to do what she feels she must. We're here to say goodbye, at least for a while.
Don't forget to take care of yourselves, guys. Remember, there was content warning in the game about suicide and such. So if it gets too much, if this game gets to be too much, take a break. I will not mind if you can. Aphrodite has done this before. Do you support this? I don't like this idea at all. I get it. So if we say they've done it before, the new person wouldn't be called Aphrodite, right? Because we're called Grace, even though Calliope came before us. Or are we going to be name going to change back to Calliope? So let's say they've done this before.
This isn't the first time Aphrodite's done this. She's held this kind of gathering before, right?
This is her fourth, I think, perhaps fifth.
Okay,
So
it's
every time
definitely
the
not the
veil,
same.
whatever you call it, when it starts to lift,
Aphrodite's memories return, and eventually it is too much. We gather to pay our respects and to honor the past, while she still remembers it.
Copy to improve. You support this. I don't like this idea at all. I get it. Why would we think Calliope to improve? I don't know why Grace is having this idea, but
Persephone said Calliope always refused to come to these parties.
She refused on principle. Everything Calliope did was on principle. She believed Aphrodite was indulging her sadness, wallowing in it. She thought Aphrodite should try harder. It was a point of contention between them. Aphrodite will be grateful you're here. Trust me.
support this. I don't like this idea at all. I get it. Well, I guess we'll ask his
Do
opinion.
you
He's
support
here.
what Aphrodite is doing here?
It's not my choice to make, Grace.
Yeah, but you must have an opinion.
Eventually, you will remember what we experienced during the war. And eventually, you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy
Which
she
war?
requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
I really probably shouldn't have waited a week in between games. I don't have a good memory. I'm gonna say I get it.
Okay, so
See how that goes.
what did Aphrodite want Calliope to do? What does she want me to do?
Well, knowing Aphrodite, she'll want you to make a production of it all. She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
Production.
Mingling.
Yeah, mingling. Talk to Eros. Or we can talk more if you like. Just try to relax, Grace.
Sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
I guess if it's only Eros and Apollo, we can't talk to him. Eros.
Grace,
Hey, Eros. Nice to... Oh. Okay.
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much, you have no idea.
Oh, where is Aphrodite? Are you okay? So
Where is Aphrodite? This is her party, but I don't see her anywhere.
Well, she'll be here soon enough. She's, you know, getting ready. Every
Who's her
time she does
successor?
this, I don't know how to handle it. I almost want to run upstairs and demand she stop. Remind her that this never works. Sorry, I shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
I feel for you. It's okay. This whole thing is weird. Happens a lot? Question mark. Well, since we're playing this character, we're gonna choose these options. Unless I really disagree with them.
Hey, I understand. This can't be easy.
She's the one who is suffering. I shouldn't be complaining. I just hate this. I'm there every day, going through it all with her. The nightmares, the panic attacks, the weeks when she just won't get out of bed. I'm there when she forgets the war's over, and I hold her until the screaming stops. Me. I do that.
That sounds awful.
And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
I want to ask most of these questions.
Is it okay
That
if
was
I
more.
ask what happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
No, it's okay. I wouldn't usually talk about it, but I know you don't mean any harm. What happened is that Brother Ares happened. He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see, so he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one. He found some jackbooted mortals, so full of themselves and their supremacy, and he told them about the idols. Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite, her they captured.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh.
is there no other way? Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of. For a while, she'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until... I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
You sound like you don't approve of what Aphrodite's doing.
What I want is for her to not hurt anymore. What I want is for this to end. She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
To do what?
I can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer. She must see it isn't working. She just needs the strength to try. Or I hope that's all she needs.
So, I want to say something in between these two. Like I'll sing, I'll try to sing like a beautiful song, but I'm not gonna try to like, convince them. What if you're wrong? Maybe this is the best conversation to have for him right now too. Right, we're talking to him. We need to prepare him for if the song doesn't go well. I
What
like
if
what
you're
you're wrong
wrong?
best.
What if she decides not to do this and it keeps getting worse?
Then I'll be with her to help her reach the other side.
If she can.
Yeah. If she can.
How do I find an Eros, man? I want an Eros.
It's a lot to ask.
Jeez.
I'll understand if you can't. All I want, one way or another, is to get through tonight.
Dang, I'm tearing up a little bit. Wait for her. Now you're talking to Paul some more. What do we want to say to Apollo? Let's see what the option is, I guess.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
Vibes. I feel that sometimes. Yes, I'm comfortable. I should get back to the party. Eros wants.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You call each other sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
No, that's Apollo.
that would be Pan.
Oh, true.
But yes, I feel very much out of place.
Why not avoid them? Why is that? That's kind of sad. Why is that?
Why is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel more like you belonged after 1,000 years together?
Is your assumption that all those centuries bring great wisdom?
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer, but wiser. No. Not so far.
I like the game said that because there's definitely like the with age comes wisdom. It's been proven wrong so many times in my lifetime. My experiences, like I'm glad that they're. Eros wants to stop. I should get back to. I don't know if we should out Eros to Apollo. I think we're just gonna say I get back
I
to the
should
party,
get back out there.
then wait for Aphrodite. I have a friend like Eros, but they're, already in a relationship.
My family.
Was this a successor?
Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me. More than I can say. My loves, my darlings, my dearest friends. And you. Oh, my dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here you are. Yet here she is. Huh.
You want to try Doctor in private? Could ask her, like, wants to keep going on like that. I feel like this is kind of rude, especially for what the occasion is. And nice. Not under these circumstances. Let's
I was hoping we might have a chance to talk.
Oh, but we are talking, are we not?
I mean the two of us, in private.
And abandon my guests when I've just arrived. I have so many farewells to make.
Is this Grace, my lady? The new muse?
Oh, what manners I have. Grace, Grace, meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
Hi, my name's Venus, and yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
Cousin, you okay with this? Nice to meet you. I want to ask this too, but I also want to say nice to meet you.
Yeah, hi.
Hopefully I come
nice
back
to
and
meet
ask
you.
We'll both be new at this, huh? Maybe we could get together and compare notes if you,
Survive my trial?
Yeah. Lady Aphrodite told me. I shouldn't have brought that up. I'm sorry.
There will be so much time for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must prepare for my departure.
Why did this happen to you? That's that one. You really want to do this? Tell me what my role is. I really need your help. I want to know this. But I agree with this.
I just want to say, I'm really sorry that this happened to you, that you need to do this.
Right. I agree, Chicance.
A babe in our dreary world, and yet already possessed of such earnest purpose.
She takes this task seriously, Aphrodite.
Apollo! Oh, you've come after all.
You look remarkably well, cousin.
I've had a great deal of time to prepare. I assure you that would not be the case. As for you, Grace, have you gathered the true purpose of tonight's gathering?
Definitely know it's not this. Can't do this. We didn't pick that. I don't know what to forget. I almost want to say I don't know to her so that she. I mean, this is very similar, but also like, you know, I've heard a little bit.
To ease your suffering? To forget about what happened?
An escape into the soothing blackness. To swim in Lethean waters, at least for a time.
Does it help?
I don't know. Each Aphrodite before me begged for mercy. This is all I can do for all of us. Even
All
so,
of us.
tonight is not about the pain. It is about honoring the memory of what was while that memory still persists. Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
For YouTube, Chicance said, reflection brings wisdom more than age, self-reflection. I very much agree. We can talk to Apollo more, talk to Venus. Oh, I definitely want to talk to Venus.
I want to apologize again, Grace. I really messed up.
No,
It looks
girl,
like
you're
I'll
fine.
be doing that a lot.
I love your
Lady
makeup. The
Aphrodite said
purple.
I'm ready, but I don't know.
You can't be ready for this. Second thoughts, I don't mind.
Having second thoughts? If so, now's probably the time to mention it.
I would never do that to Lady Aphrodite. I'm just nervous.
That's understandable.
If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happens? Do you feel different?
I was terrified. Not really. No, it happened so fast.
I'm not sure. It happened so fast, I didn't know what to think. Calliope died, and then all this happened.
You didn't remember anything? About her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
How do you know Aphrodite? You're okay with all this? Your name's really Venus. I'll leave you to it. How do you know
How
Aphrodite?
do you know Aphrodite exactly?
So I was working at this homeless shelter, right? A couple of years ago, and she came in with one of the older residents. And she was there in this like amazing dress. And she's sitting with this guy and really listening to him. Like they were old friends or something. I just thought, what is someone like her doing in a place like this? So I just went over and introduced myself.
That's it? Just like that.
Yeah. She came back to the shelter a few times, but by then, I guess she'd taken an interest in me instead.
How'd they choose you? You're okay with all this? Your name.
Are you really okay with all this? You know what's gonna happen, right?
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much. Eros called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's
Eros
a good
called her.
person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
Are you not afraid that's gonna happen to you? Oh, for.
I get that you want to help Aphrodite, but do you really want to be her? To be an idol?
At first, I thought, wow, this is too good to be true. Who wouldn't want to be a god? Later, I realized they're not all powerful. They don't know everything. They're lost.
Reach, sister.
Do I want to be that? Will I be that when the memories return? I don't know.
So why go through with it?
Because Lady Aphrodite needs me. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm added into the mix of all the people she's been, maybe things will be different.
Hope so. Why we would talk to Apollo some more? Oh, because we didn't tell him that Eros thinks buckle enough? No. In the ritual. Game is heavy.
I have tried so hard, fought for so long, but in the end,
Did it really bad.
I must bid you all farewell once
Sorry.
again. But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here to this strange new world. This time, it is with the help of our lovely muse that we shall be guided. We let them rise. We let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. Since the beginning we were hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love. But a plague of hate was spreading, and there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from the sky.
Like I hate that
We
sounds
let them rise, we let it happen.
familiar.
We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. We sought shelter from the shadows, but were soon ripped from the dark. Those mortal souls that ended us were jealous from the start. They hunted me for power to fuel their psychopathic cause. And once they fell before me and worshipped all I was, they chased me down and threw me in a cage, held me prisoner for so long. I thought I'd win their hearts again. I was wrong. I was wrong. I can feel we have the vigor of an idol coming in. Be wary as they find you to entail your limb from them, torture you and spit at you, parade you in a square. I thought my life was over, and a God answered my prayer. The man that I ignored saved me when I fell. Yes, the husband I abhorred rescued me from hell. I thought it was a joke when it was said to me. He struck a deal with our enemy's enemy, made a secret weapon so my captors let me go. He gave up his freedom, leaving just a memory, and this love I'll never know is what he gave to me.
Yeah.
I can't believe what I'm hearing today. If you're nothing to say. I can't imagine. I feel like a child who grew up too fast. The goddess of love can't get past the past. What good is a flame when everything's ash? I can't imagine.
There's no excuse but mortals can tell.
You know.
There's no sweet release, it's ongoing.
You know. You know.
Everyone's here to bid me farewell. Can you imagine
I can imagine.
this really happened? I won't let you weep, you know it's too late. Sing me to sleep, pity my fate. My memories won't let me be.
Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment.
Step forward, sweet Venus, my angel, you know what to do. Though I live forever, from now I'll be inside of you. And while I'm sleeping, you'll be my soul guardian. Would Hephaestus thank you for your sacrifice? Would he light a candle and still fight the fight? How do we get through the night?
Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment. So much suffering here. Our queen deserves mercy, that much is clear. And in the blink of an eye, lost in a moment, lost in a song. Lost in a moment, lost in a song.
Lost in a moment. Lost in a moment. Lost in a moment.
My choices there were because of what she's.
Are you?
I'm fine. I'm still myself. I thought there'd be something more, that I feel her presence, but she's just gone.
She'll be back. But she'll also be you. She'll be different.
I'll try to be ready. I promise.
You'll get through this, both of you. Healing takes time.
Not if you keep resetting the clock.
Grace is right.
That's a
I'm
point.
not Lady Aphrodite. But eventually, she and I will be one. Together, we will get through this.
I hope you're right. Before we go, Aphrodite told me you wanted her help to learn about Calliope's death. I'm not my mother, but maybe there's something I can tell you. Do you have any suspects yet?
Do we? Someone at the reliquary.
Calliope was at the reliquary when she was attacked, but I only know of 3 people who were there.
And you're sure none of them are responsible, Grace?
I thought maybe Medusa, but I've spoken to her and I think it's someone else.
Calliope came to see Aphrodite and I that night. She was agitated, frightened even, but she wouldn't explain why. She said she had a plan. That must have been the reliquary.
Kind of plan. I mean, I wasn't just.
A plan? A plan for what? What could she find at the reliquary that would help her?
Maybe she wanted a weapon, something to defend herself with. If only we'd known she was going to the reliquary. How on earth did she even get in?
She used the key, the one Pan gave her. When Calliope arrived, she dropped it. Then she laughed and said she'd better not lose it because Pan won't give me another key to the reliquary. I didn't know it was important.
Well, there's your help, Grace. I certainly don't know more than that. Come now, Venus. It's been a long night. I'll get you home.
Thank you for everything, Grace. Truly. It was a wonderful song.
So, did they have anything helpful?
I gave him every opportunity to tell me. He said he didn't know what happened to Calliope.
Just because he gave her the key doesn't necessarily make that a lie.
Doesn't it? I thought you suspected him. What side are you on?
I'm not on any side. I'm just trying to be objective. Are you all right, Grace? You seem troubled.
You're not? About Calliope. Oh, Aphrodite went through something.
What Aphrodite went through, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the life of an immortal. It never ends.
Wow. Way to really sell it, Apollo.
I assume you'll be on your way then?
Yeah, I should probably check in.
Give my regards to Persephone when you see her.
Go say hi yourself, ass.
Apollo. Always so dramatic. Well done, by the way. And cheers to you, Aphrodite. You shall be missed. For a few years, at least.
Years. I do the right thing.
I still don't know if I did the right thing.
Well, it was never up to you, Grace. The choice has always been Aphrodite's.
Exactly.
She's been in hell since the war. And you were only a visitor. I remember the last time I passed on my Eidolon. 1952. I was married to, well, I'd say you'd call him a gangster. More of a thug. A mean, vicious little thug. Persephone saved me from him. Tore his head clean off. But not before he fired a shotgun into her chest. My chest? Whatever.
Sounds awful. Remember her. Why tell me that? Remember her?
Do you remember who you were before?
I still am her. Chastity, that is. You can see why I switched names. Oh, I remember being disgusted I was ever that weak. I mean, Persephone made me strong. But it never really goes away. We all have our sordid history, our personal horrors, building up like sediment around our souls. You can't let it bury you, Grace. You are the only one who can keep your head afloat.
Wait, why? Guys, that's pretty harsh. Incredible. I don't know if I want to romance. I mean, I kind of do. But also, like, I'm sure that's what this playthrough is about. That's pretty. Why? I want to know why I'm the only one that. Why she says that I'm the only one that can keep. None of these like I would ask a question, but like why I'm the only.
Okay, yeah. Good to know. Thanks.
At any rate, it's good that you found out about Pan. I can't say I'm surprised. Perhaps you'll want to talk to him, but either way, give me some time to plan our next move. Meanwhile, whatever you get up to, do be careful.
Why do I have to wait on you? Aren't I on a time limit? Go. What's their name?
Oh.
Hermes.
Hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's
Freddie.
Freddie?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
You and Freddie? You're looking for me? Weird. You know Freddie.
What, you and Freddie are friends now? When did this happen?
When I came looking for you. Freddie has this movie that I've never seen. Super cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, would you rather not share your mortal friends? Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
Have a choice. Is this what you do?
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes
Any
said
kind
that
of
the
transition.
transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Hell yeah.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
I have a choice. Do you like running errands? You knew the old Hermes. Well, yeah, because they're chosen. That question I don't like. I don't even like that's there. Do I have a
Do I
choice?
have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
And never leaves Olympus. Oh.
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So
Well,
what?
then it's
She just
scene.
never leaves the building?
What happened?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
Should have seen what happened to me then. Sure, owls.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
I mean, we've experienced some things, we've gained some experience, but I don't know if we could, like, change that much. Wait, what? Oh, so they're saying that... Oh, we can't? We literally can't be charming anymore. We have to choose clever or kick-ass now? We literally can't stay charming. Game is like, no. That would be boring. Grace is very punk rock and not afraid to get reckless, aggressive when it's called for. Clever, sometimes you need to think your way out of a problem, right? Grace is sneakier, smarter, and witty. I was not expecting to have to make this choice. How do you have these? I don't mind smart or witty, but I don't like do kind of like the punk rock stuff, but I don't know about reckless. This one is called for. I guess we'll take that one.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
Ooh, we pissed.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you?
Alright, let's check this
Everywhere I
mindset.
turn, there you are.
bad
Including the
bitch now.
reliquary.
Oh,
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits, particularly for your mortal friend.
What? I have to prove my innocence. You're annoyed. You know what happened there.
but
You
you
know
know
what
what
happened?
happened there. That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace, is it?
So because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
You think our judgment was rash?
It was incorrect. Ask your owl.
It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
That thing gonna animate and attack us? Okay, so we can choose both of these now. So we're both a badass and a passionate person. Okay. Where has that gotten them? You don't care at all. But you care about Medusa. Do something. They are kind of all like upset, huh? Hermes is the only one that's kind of like, no, everybody else is
Do you really?
rough spot.
Let's explore where all that caring has gotten them, shall we? You're holding on with a grip so tight, your knuckles are turning white. But that's not enough, is it? Every idol I've met is either lost or broken, or both.
Yep.
They're all slipping through your fingers. If you actually cared about them, you'd do something about it instead of sitting up here worrying about your precious rules.
And like, how can you care if you can't relate?
Zeus
Never
was
leave.
the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
You add to it. Why tell me this?
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean, our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
You're not avoiding it if you're killing me. I didn't know. That's it. Sorry.
You feel responsible, don't you? For everything.
I am responsible. Aphrodite wallows in her pain, Apollo in his regrets, and Persephone in her bitterness. Every other idol of power is gone.
So there's only you. You have to shoulder the burden for everyone, like it or not. I'm sorry, Athena. I had no idea.
They won't thank me for it. I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Doesn't matter, you gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
I like the snarkiness of this answer. Really panted, or you're kidding, right? Yeah.
Gave it to me. Athena, I had that key all along.
Oh.
What?
It's just like you
That's
thought.
not...
I used it to attack Calliope that night.
What?
Then I brought her back home to finish her off. A mortal with a plan, baby. Stole my way into godhood. Watch me roar.
That's not funny, Grace.
What's funny is that you thought I'd tell you without getting anything in return.
Oh, okay, we're doing sarcasm. We do that. We understand that sarcasm. Ooh.
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
I don't want to discuss Medusa. Because, Medusa basically trusted us not to let her know. We would care what she thinks about Pan. I'm just gonna log out.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another
Bullshit.
way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
You are so full of shit.
Will you?
There's no way
Really?
she's rooting for you. No way she's rooting for us.
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
What's with the cookies? Is that part of the lore?
Don't
I don't
take it
remember
personally, Grace. Athena's
cookies
first
that Greek
instinct is to
mythology.
follow the rules whenever things get rough. As if she believes that if the idols don't blindly follow every rule to the letter, we'll dissolve into utter chaos.
Well, is she right?
Probably.
Try your best. I didn't need a lecture. Are the idols really dying?
It was a bit much, dragging me into her office just to complain about the investigation she forced me into.
Right?
What could she hope to achieve? That I'd stop trying?
Maybe she just wanted to find out what you know.
I imagine she simply wanted to remind you not to rock the boat as you bail. At any rate, I'm afraid we're going to have to disappoint her again.
Uh-oh, what now?
You need to go back to the reliquary, Grace.
Of course. Why is this grayed out?
What for? Is there something I need to ask Hecate?
The one thing we do not yet know is why Calliope went to the reliquary in the first place.
Right?
Okay, I'll bite. How would I find that out?
That's true.
You think she left clues?
We can't ask Calliope what her plan was. But you might be able to remember what she was doing there.
Already?
Her memories? But I thought...
That it will take years, yes. But if you go somewhere important to Calliope, or touch something special to her, you'll get flashes, feelings.
Do you
Okay.
want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
I'm willing to wager the place Calliope met her fate has left its mark in Grace's psyche. We have only to uncover it.
How do we get into the reliquary? So this will work.
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
I'm certainly not suggesting we ask Athena for permission.
Then you mean...
A week ago, I would have said breaking into the reliquary was impossible. Yet it appears Hecate can be surprised. If her book says she will be.
Let's hope the book says that again, I guess.
Unless you've some other plan. I'm all ears, as they say.
Reliquary has alarms. Okay, let's do this. This will work.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then they discover you and we apologize profusely.
Will not be a good look, though, just saying.
What about Freddy?
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool.
No, you stay here.
I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go in with you. Hecate would sense me right away. I will, however, stay close by.
Okay.
Now, that
girl.
doesn't mean you should take stupid risks. Don't be a fool, Grace.
Too late. I'll be fine. I have to take risks. I don't have
Why
to.
not? My life's on the line either way.
Come on, the time for adventure is now.
Oh, this will not end well. I know it.
That's not ominous. Stephanie. Freddy distracts Hecate. Honest with Hecate. Sneak in the back way. I didn't pick the sneaky one. Ask Freddy to. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. We're honest with them. We just... Yeah, that book. Let's start with this, and then maybe we can. Wait, can we not? Oh. Let me pick it? But not let me choose it?
Ah, so that is now. Oh, you were expecting us?
Of course,
It
the
is
book.
written that you would come, yes.
That is so cool. I kid you not.
Yet it was also written that you would sneak into the reliquary as Calliope did, so this encounter is unanticipated.
Oh. I didn't pick Steve. Your book was wrong again. Ooh. Do this. Didn't want to sneak in.
This book of yours really isn't as accurate as you make it out to be.
Right?
The course it lays out is almost always correct.
Almost always.
The smaller things, they are subject to free will and frequently change. However, even without the book, I do understand why you've come. Is there a reason why you believe my answer will be different now?
Don't you want the truth?
Asterion said you don't know why Calliope was here or what she did.
That is correct.
Don't you want to? Aren't you the least bit curious?
You could say it's your duty to find out, at least so it doesn't happen again, right?
That is an argument not entirely without merit.
Then let me try. I'll accept whatever conditions you want, Hecate. I'm begging you.
You will regret this. That is also written.
That is a yes.
Go quickly. Look, but do not touch. The reliquary stores many artifacts, some dangerous.
Got it. Okay, Grace. What the heck do you do now? Of all the times to not have Freddie around, she'd love this. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just focus.
Maybe. That way.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before. I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Remit?
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
Ask.
What did Freddie say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
What got to do with the mask? Right ends. That's why he did come back.
Is this
Did he
an
have his try-out?
armory too?
Apple. No, wait.
Freddie, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
And that's bad. Because why? We didn't sneak in.
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
They did say some of this stuff's dangerous, so hopefully we don't.
I don't even know what language that is.
Hopefully it's not a scroll of fireball. All the books that are in here.
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
Where's the statue of one? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Why was Freddy here?
This is it. Calliope was here.
Through the looking
was-
glass.
Standing right here.
Got a Wizard of Oz.
And she...
Not Oz. Wonderland. Go to Wonderland.
Uh-oh.
Alright. You can put the knives away. Where for heck? Talk about this up.
Hello? Do you work for Hecate? Are you guardians or something? Okay then.
A sing door? Oh, did we try and it didn't work?
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
Creepy.
Oh! Grace?
Freddy, run!
Freddy! We've got to run! My powers don't work on them, they just keep coming!
Ryan! What are you doing?
No, I won't let you! Freddy! Oh God. Oh God, Freddy.
By the gods.
Can you do
summoned
something?
the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it.
There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
Okay, but can you heal Freddy? Heal Freddy.
I don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her.
I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that. This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
The what?
Persephone, we can't just... There must be something we can do.
She made her choice, Grace.
No! It's not right!
Come.
You know she's coming in here.
There's
She's gonna get
nothing more to be
stabbed by some
done.
kind of supernatural crap. We're just gonna leave her there? Dude. I need a minute. Back to our apartment's the only place we go. We can't go to freaking Aphrodite's bar, get drunk or something. Back to the apartment, we're just gonna like ready everything. Was he into? That too was rough. Damn.
I'm sorry it came to this, Grace. It's clear what your friend meant to you.
Should have been me. Who left her there? Name was Freddy. Like, yeah. How'd that happen? All that shit.
It should have been me, not her.
Don't say that.
This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die. If anyone paid the price.
Your friend gave you the chance to not repeat history. Don't waste it. Grace, is that how Calliope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
No doubt sent by the same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
What was Calliope trying to do? We can command the Furies. I feel like we can come back to this one.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror. To speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to command. Or so it's said. One contacts them either to know one's fate, or to change it. Not that the Fates are likely to oblige.
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
What about the new
Clearly
blonde at the
someone
top?
can do it.
Unless they weren't summoned. They could have been responding to something you did unwittingly, something Calliope also did. And what that could be? I'm afraid I have no clue.
One of the Furies are Fates that powerful. If only we... Why did the Furies...
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
Think of them as forces of nature, but an aspect mortals rarely encounter. They're older than any idol. They were created to enforce the ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Well, there were. Laws even the idols had to obey, from the earliest days of old Olympus. Even if they still existed and you'd broken one, we would all know. These are not petty crimes one stumbles into.
Still processing that Freddy's dead, man. I really liked Freddy. Stop. Or
Can these fates really control the future?
They control the fate of all beings. I imagine it's they who give Apollo his powers, and they who write Hecate's books.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with them.
Or you, it seems.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
They're not known to be vindictive. If they don't want to answer, they simply won't.
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They exist to punish. They demanded blood, and blood was taken. It didn't need to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
They wouldn't have rested, not ever, until they had their due.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the Fates.
Well, there is another way to ask them.
I wondered how long that would take. Hecate is enraged. She's threatened to close off the reliquary entirely and forever. Athena is beside herself.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough. You just had to keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
This isn't about me. We're out of options, Apollo, and you know there's only one other way to contact the Fates.
Oh, how convenient.
Wait,
Other way?
what's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Okay. So Hades is dead. Pretty sure, right? Didn't they say that Hades is...
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
Why did Athena?
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. Then why did you come, Apollo? To gloat? To wish Grace well? Or to actually help?
I can
Get us
ask them.
there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the Fates. It's simple.
I'll ask them. I seem to have a rapport with them. Okay, so they're talking about Hades the place. I don't think.
Okay. No need to keep selling me on it. I'm in.
You are?
Yeah. I need to punch something really hard. Or overthrow hell. I'm good with either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a backbone looks like.
I can't. I'm sorry. But this is a step too far.
Yeah,
And
what?
consider
Just
this,
get out of the way.
Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies, according to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Oh. Should have led with that. He's empty. What does that mean?
Wait,
Anything?
what? You said Hades was empty.
Your friend may, in fact, be the first new soul to enter its halls in many years.
And thus could leave it. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
Could leave it.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Yeah, we can't leave them stuck in hell. They should have led with that. No, I would just say they should have led with that. Hermes.
Shall I wait here, or...
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
I can talk to them too.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
I tell them. Yeah. Hey, Freddy.
Freddy's dead, Hermes.
What? When did that happen?
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
Okay. Signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
What price? Gonna trade spots?
Welcome to the real underworld.
Wow.
Tell you what, this game hits you in the feels.
It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing.
Oh?
Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours?
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx. The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
But the ferryman doesn't count as somebody? If it was empty, then how is there the ferryman?
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again.
Us bitch in town.
No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Oh, that's us? Oh, he big. I'm with her. Here to say Freddy and the last few.
My name is Grace, and I'm here to save my friend Freddy. Have you seen her?
He says he has. She spoke a great deal as they crossed the river, and that made him very happy.
Freddy's
Happy?
awesome.
Why happy?
I don't imagine Corone gets much company these days, No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Could like find a traveling game or something. You always like this. Find something to play. Kind of it.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him.
Muse.
Let's get
Muse.
underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
There's probably something green. Oh, we're gonna sing. Does that mean we're gonna sing with our lights light up?
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory
Every memory?
in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
You're the one who killed him.
Ilia's dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
I don't know much about suffering. You've seen your life disappear. I lost a friend. If I could find her again, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Is that her? No, it's showing wearing armor.
Someone's coming.
Oh.
There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too.
How did that affect on people?
We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
singing with
Swing
us.
fight, sure.
That would be Orpheus.
This reminds me of Radiohead's
So
The
much more than
Bend.
that.
Someone's
I'll have to listen to that.
A wolf is waiting in the
This
tomb.
bard's already
Someone's
dead,
coming.
but you can defeat him.
I can feel them howling at the
My
moon.
help.
Don't forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can
the
bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
Is he really big too?
I have been waiting for you, Persephone, for so long.
I guess if she sits on the same throne, it's
And
probably not that
You
big.
brought a muse.
Up above.
Hi. Lovely tune, by the way.
Orpheus?
Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny.
Aw.
Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song, a welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all.
What are you saying here, Persephone? Are you
Any
really
requests?
that good? Can you help me find Freddy?
Questions?
My friend is dead. Can you help me?
Loop. The river keeps secrets deep in the water. How far do you sink till you're buried below? I challenged the fates and found my Eurydice, but you had to kill her, and I won't let it go. You're asking the wrong person.
I hear your torment and your suffering. They made your love disappear. I lost a friend. If I can find her again, that's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
Orpheus, you're here for you are stubborn.
This is when you say you're certain you had no control. But I saw you smiling when your husband condemned my soul.
Corpses in crowns, tangled and trapped. Eyes full of cobwebs, only looking back. Don't you see what I see? Looks all dead to me, are both the same.
The same?
I like what you're doing, Muse, but I thought you'd be on my side.
The bard is to blame for the hell that he's been in.
Persephone, you're the reason I'm here. I'm not here to give in.
Oh, you think I will?
They're fighting over nothing.
You should have seen this coming.
There's no point in reasoning with him, Grace.
Oh, I believe she was speaking to us both.
I certainly wish I'd seen you coming.
You should stop hurting each other now. We should find out if Freddy is near.
We'll get to that, Grace.
Where's my friend? We have to find her again. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. You both exist somewhere on the border between real and imagined, the living, the dead. So how can this place be everything you dreamed of? You both deserve more. You must let it go. You both deserve more than this stupid throne.
We have been fools.
You're right. Yet, what about the throne? We can't just leave it empty, can we?
Empty throne for empty. And take it for ourselves. No, let's destroy it.
All that going around in circles, digging up old wounds, and for what? So you can fight over a chair.
Oh, we can just magically destroy it?
There.
Okay. I didn't know we had shatter.
You dare.
Right back, going to... Okay.
What gives you the right to
Have
interfere
fun.
in this manner? That throne was not yours to
Thank you for
break.
hanging out. Absolutely. And it'll be on YouTube. I'm putting both of them on YouTube. Throne was worthless. I had to do something. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a
Look
worthless throne.
around you, Persephone. Hades is empty. That chair you wanted so badly, it doesn't matter anymore.
It mattered to me. I paid for that throne with tears and blood, Grace. With years of humiliation you know nothing about. I thought we could help each other, but no, you would rather lecture me.
Gotta be kidding.
So what's your plan now, Grace? I assume you must have one after that big demonstration.
There was never a plan. I don't know. We need to go to the Fates. I want to find Freddy.
You said Freddy was here, right? Then we should be able to find her. We just need to look.
Let's say you do. Okay, what then? You expect to walk out of Hades with her spirit in tow?
Why not? It would have worked for Orpheus if he hadn't looked back, right?
You don't get it, do you? There is no way to free someone from the land of the dead. Not for Orpheus, and certainly not for you.
And the Fates?
Even if you could contact them, Grace, I assure you, they simply wouldn't care.
Then why are we here? You fooled me.
I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, you're you. And I believed what I wanted to believe.
I mean, you're
And
you.
neither of us will get what we want today.
As opposed to your original plan, where that would have only been me.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Ready. Oh, we're able to physically hug her?
You're here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
I wish I could do it. Couldn't have involved you.
You shouldn't even have been there. I never should have gotten you involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
And look what happened.
I got to be the hero of the story. Just for one shining moment. How cool is that?
This isn't a story, Fred.
Huh? You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it. Without me. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Oh my god, I got chills.
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My Eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
You weren't. That's what happened. Still confused about the soul.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Prophecy.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
Apollo, just tell me who killed you. You have lots of... Do we? Like...
I don't know about you, but I have all the time in the world. Okay, yeah, bad joke. But I really do need to hear this.
Apollo delivered, with great reluctance, a prophecy that said I needed to die.
And who did he deliver this prophecy to?
Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Why me? Tell me about this prophecy. Why did you go to the reliquary?
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but...
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
And for the... Remember the prophecy.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
Yeah. Prophecy say...
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it. just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
About me too, she can't be.
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
Your fault. I don't like any of those answers. I mean, I would think you didn't give me a choice. No, dude, I mean, I wouldn't say it out loud. No, this is your fault isn't quite right either. I don't like thank you either. Give me a
I wish
choice,
you
I
hadn't.
guess.
You didn't give me any choice.
I wanted to. I thought I would at least have time to explain.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have believed you.
That's true.
The Furies, they kept coming. It was all I could do just to reach you. I am so sorry, Grace. I truly did not mean for it to be like this.
I guess we have to say you went to family.
You went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Pain. Now we know the truth. You blame Athena. Apollo should have told us. You blame Athena.
Do you blame Athena for what she did?
She wanted to save the idols. And I wanted that too.
Well, I blame her. And Apollo for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
Oh.
I have to go back. And I have no idea what will happen. None of this seems real.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go.
Didn't see that one in time.
Deep within my soul, you will remain with me, a best friend through the dark. Gone, you're irreplaceable. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I was not prepared to die, but Grace, I choose this, and I know you'll get by. It's time. So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace.
Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go. I know.
Now it's time to go.
It's time to go.
You've returned. And I see Freddie isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
Oh, Calliope. Nobody got what they
Then
want.
we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her Eidolon is inside you. How
It
could...
doesn't work like that. The Eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy, how you warned her, how you've been lying to us. You knew. You knew the truth this entire time, even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
I understand why. I see you helped him.
Is there more you haven't told me? Did you know about the Furies as well?
No. I didn't know how Calliope died.
But you knew Athena was behind it.
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
You've often been wrong.
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at. I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
The fight, prophecy be true about what happened.
Do you think the prophecy could be true? That in order for the idols to live...
It didn't say live. It said continue. That word bothers me.
Athena seems pretty certain what it means.
Athena sees what she wants. I don't know that I agree with her. And I won't just give in like Apollo. I intend to keep my promise. We go to the trial and I'll help you, even if it means overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Great.
Front Pan, front Persephone, front Apollo. We haven't talked to Pan in a while. Oof.
Pan? Are you here? Pan! All right then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
No, I just wanted to talk.
Oh. Now you've got my ears quivering, Grace. Whatever could we have to discuss?
Not a discussion per se. I was kind of hoping you could cheer me up.
Oh, Grace, dear Grace. We're rather beyond that stage of our relationship by now, aren't we?
Are we? I guess I don't know what our relationship is.
We're old friends, of course. The sort where you laugh about how one of you once accused the other of murder.
I mean, you're partially to blame.
Ah, you've learned something. Something not altogether pleasant, I'm guessing. Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I have any advice to offer.
Everything.
Okay. Where do I begin?
Well, of course it was Athena.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
So what now?
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last muse will die. Just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable enough.
Not Athena. I don't want that. Just a question mark.
Oh, so just let the idols die off. You'd be okay with that?
Did the prophecy say precisely that? Prophecies can be such tricksy little bastards. Frankly, change is long overdue. Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so. I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
Interesting. Hello.
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
Love you. I know you care. Aw.
Look, I know you care about Apollo. I'm not here to hurt him.
Uh-huh, yeah. And, why should I believe you?
Because I just came to talk. I want to sort this out. If I can.
I guess I can go ask him if he wants to talk to you. Don't be surprised if he says no, though.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
I know how Persephone feels. But not you. You'd have every right to be furious with me.
I thought you were better than this. I'm not angry. I'm worried about you. I don't need protecting.
So you've said. I'm more worried about you, actually.
Worried about me? After all you've been through?
I lost Freddie. I can't lose anyone else.
When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
Maybe it will be. I'm not giving up. It wasn't.
I haven't given up. Prophecy or no prophecy. Neither should you.
You're right. You're right. I know you're right. I hope you can forgive me, Grace.
Nothing to forgive. Get over yourself. I know you meant well. Get over yourself.
I can only tell you I understand so many times. You really need to get your ears checked.
I guess all that remains is the trial. Whatever happens, Grace, I'll be standing right there by you.
Thank you.
No chance to speak to anyone before the trial. Stephanie.
Did you forget something, Grace?
It felt like we hadn't quite finished our conversation.
It seemed pretty finished to me. What more is there to discuss?
Calliope. Okay.
How about you? Are you okay?
Oh, I am many miles from okay, Grace.
Don't you want to talk about it?
Calliope would not have approved of the way I acted. But then she seldom did. It was so good to see her in Hades. To have her say she forgives me. I just wish it were as easy to forgive myself.
Mood. We can start over. Self-pity. You need to do more.
You could apologize, you know. We could start over, from square one.
You shatter my throne without so much as a by your leave. And I'm the one who apologizes?
I could go first, if you like. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. Believe it or not. Is that better?
It's a start.
Is it any easier out there? Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
Not the difference yet. But, oh, it's been a week. Yeah.
It's been a week, Persephone. If I live past the trial, I'll let you know.
Yes, the trial.
It's a whole thing, I hear.
Whatever happens, Calliope will approve of us defying Athena.
That's a good thought. They ask us who we want to put on the throne. Like, who do we say? Like, all they do. Oh! Eris, if we get a chance. Pronounced that wrong, right? for a new tiny. Oh, we're back at the audition stage for the trials?
So
Oh,
this
that's
is
interesting.
it. All your new friends have lied to you, but somehow they're gonna get you through the trial, right? I wish Freddy were here.
Like a boat lost at sea with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, no breeze. I am drifting cold water, no star to be seen. In your heart, we remain. You do not sail in vain. In my heart, you remain. I do not sail in vain.
This game, yo.
Okay, here we go. Hello?
Oh, Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
How the trial work?
Care to explain how this is supposed to work? I don't exactly have an itinerary.
How this works is, you follow us.
Hermes does not look excited. Welcome back, Jacants. I think you're just back just in time for the finale.
Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
There's that owl.
Is this a real place?
Oh, yeah.
It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing. Let's begin, shall we? Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
Such as murder, I decided by you. Sure the idols are dying. Why bring that up now? Be sure the idols are dying.
How do you know it's true? How can you be so certain?
Each time we pass on our Eidolon, we become a little less. It is, however, not solely that. I have had Hecate researching the matter for decades, and her results are conclusive. We are diminishing. I am at this trial to tell you that, as always, I will look out for you. I will save you. Trust in me, Pallas Athena, daughter of Zeus and leader of the chorus, and I will do anything it takes to keep you all alive.
Uh-oh.
You'll do anything?
Been hard for you. There has to be another way. You had Calliope kill Pallas Athena. I mean, that's what I want to say.
Tell them. Let them know what that anything includes. Tell them about the prophecy Apollo gave you, and how you've interpreted it. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
Become a monster, accuse her. You can still stop this.
You summoned the Furies and sent them after Calliope. But you didn't count on her getting away and running to me, did you? She passed her Eidolon on to me, and now you were stuck.
I will not stand for this.
Yes, you will. This started as my trial, but now it's yours.
Tell her, Grace.
Tell them.
Ooh, we gotta think about it.
Yes, it's me. It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry, hooray, once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you.
Doing isn't love, something is a martyr.
You say you care, Athena, look around. The way you care grinds these idols down. From up above, you played your puppet show. You called it love. Athena, did you know you're turning them to ghosts?
Sorry, little bird, time to bring your necks. Little girls, they dream up a future. They're sure how they feel, sure their vision's true. I fought for that throne and then didn't take it. And that was okay. Could it be for you too? Of course you would make it all about you. Still, it might be worth listening to another view. None of you see. So it's down to me. It's fine. I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all? You just see a scrap. You wanna make the call. You need to hold the map. You cloistered children. It's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. Form a queue. Time to follow through.
got those guys back.
Inside, somewhere inside, in that mind, there's a war. You're not sure.
Don't be so sure. We're not the same, never the same.
It's the right thing to do.
Girls will stand beside me. Darian will stand beside me. Pam will stand beside me. Love arrows.
Aphrodite, she'd stand with Grace too. Grace showed
Darian,
her
Hermes.
mercy when she didn't have to show mercy.
Terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I'll need to stand here too. I really need to. Please do
love
accept
Hermes.
my apology.
I was gonna say them next. Oh, how could he get up in here?
Of course, it's me. Because of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on
Send her to rule Hades.
at a stranger wearing my face. My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long has she been in place?
You set off hoping you could get to somewhere right. But it's been too many years since the mainland was in sight.
There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost is great enough. It was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is.
She deserves it. I forgive you.
Leave it
Time as leader is over.
what to do with this.
All these years you ruled this place. I think it's time you made some space. Enough of you. It's overdue.
Brand new chorus. I had an achievement. Theme achievement. Ultimate power corrupts ultimately.
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And? So you're in charge now, I'm guessing.
For the moment, but it appears we're about to have a repeat of what happened in Hades.
What does that mean?
It means we are disbanding the chorus. Not only that, we have decided to reveal ourselves to the mortal world.
I don't know if that's
You're
necessary.
planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
It won't be right away, so those who are too fearful can go into hiding. But it's time. No more laws, no more secrets.
You're all in agreement. What about Athena? This is a big step.
You all agree to this? No argument?
No argument? Grace, you know us. We cannot order lunch without a good argument.
Wasn't it you, Grace, who said we should stop living in the past?
Well, sure, but I didn't think you were listening.
What can I say? I'm trying something different. Plus, this is what Calliope was fighting for.
Calliope would definitely approve.
Aww. No rules at all. This is a big step. What about Athena? No rules at all. This is alright.
If there's no chorus, does that mean idols just do whatever they want?
As much as anyone can.
What about Medusa? I hate to think what she's gonna do.
Medusa has offered to live in the reliquary. Frankly, I think she's relieved.
As for the rest of us, we'll be subject to mortal authorities and their laws.
Assuming they don't just round us up the moment they realize what we are.
That's the
Quite
thing.
so.
The big step.
Yeah, I can't believe you're so ready to give up that chair.
It won't be a hardship. Athena wore the fabric rather thin.
You know what I mean.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I would have been proud to serve in your chorus, sister.
Aww.
Thank you, brother. Truly. I'd like a moment alone with Grace.
I did nothing, by the way, to prompt them to
Well,
remove.
you did it, Grace. The
and go
trial has
public.
come and gone, and you're still standing.
I chose for a blonde to not be in power anymore, but I didn't. All those other ideas. Wish Freddy were here too. We did it.
We did it. I would have been lost if you hadn't stood beside me.
I'm still not entirely
Excuse
certain
me,
what
sorry.
possessed me.
Maybe you're not as cold-hearted and ruthless as you think you are.
How dare you?
Sometimes even idols are capable of change. You said it yourself.
I'm bad with names.
Obviously, the freedom the rest of the idols have extends to you as well. I can't compel you to remain. And yet I am asking you to do so.
Aw. Well, what for? No more lies. What for?
Why do you need me to stay? What can I do?
I think the question is more, what can't you do? Grace, you helped solve issues we've wrestled with for centuries. It wasn't simply because you're the muse. We need you.
Oh.
Ready to go out and face the music, Grace?
Always.
Act 3 2 months later. Wait. I thought we already started Act 3. Is this the beginning of Act 3?
Of course you're both here. In my apartment.
We definitely
Why
started
wouldn't
Act
you
3.
We were waiting for you.
I'm told the concert went well. How do you feel?
I'm exhausted.
Somehow the Oracle has managed to get a recording of every show you've done. I believe she's a bit starstruck.
You can tell her it's okay to come in person. She's on the list.
That would require her to get out from behind her screens.
Everyone here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
Eros, Athena, Apollo.
I heard Eros and Venus left the city together. Was that right?
You heard correctly. Venus wanted to use her fame to do good works as an activist, and Eros is assisting her.
Let's be realistic. He's there to catch her when her efforts inevitably implode.
You're being uncharitable, sister. I was at one of Venus's rallies, and it was rather invigorating.
Aphrodite always did love being adored by the masses.
Well, at any rate, Eros sounded keen. He thinks this is a much better approach than wallowing in Olympus.
You mean he's glad to have time to pursue a new lover or two?
Who could blame him?
Ooh, Hecate and Asterion.
What about Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Hecate leave the reliquary? I'd sooner believe the sun would go out.
It doesn't hurt that they seem enraptured with each other's company.
Asterion is all Hecate is willing to discuss. Do I need to know every detail of his sexual prowess? I do not.
Didn't Hecate
Hell
say
yeah.
it is written that she and the Minotaur would eventually break up?
Well, eventually, for Hecate could be centuries from now.
In the meantime, she gushes about her new boyfriend like a schoolgirl.
Ah.
You should hear Asterion then. His gushing puts hers to shame. I'm happy for them both.
Hell yeah.
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
The revelation of the idols
Been
to
a
the
while.
mortal world went far better than she could have dreamed. I think it shook her.
Well, she was wrong about a great many things.
As the goddess of wisdom, that's not an easy realization. So she left. Back to the old world.
Back to the old world? It's a long way to travel by herself.
Well, I asked her to go. There's so many of us who went missing during the war. The idols going public might bring them out of hiding. Athena wanted to leave, and this gave her a purpose. We'll see if anything comes of it.
Hermes.
Is Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
Well, we've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling, or so the Oracle tells me.
The truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
Hermes lives a charmed life. Never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
Aw. Pan.
What about Pan? I haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Oh.
Should we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death. He'll lay low. At least for a time.
Be cool.
He'll be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
You're not wrong.
All right, Apollo, you're up.
What about you, Apollo? Still planning on leaving the city?
Soon, I think. All the attention on the idols is proving rather taxing.
Ooh, running away again, brother.
I suppose you could say that. Really, I just came by to see Grace and apologize one last time.
I told you don't need to keep doing that.
Yes, well, I'm glad things worked out as they did. You'll all be fine without me.
I'll miss those abs.
You know, one day you will learn, brother. Not today, but someday.
A lot of empty space right now. I don't know why. I guess we'll ask about Medusa.
And Medusa? I take it she's no longer at the reliquary.
She was. For a few months.
Why didn't she?
There was an incident involving Hecate's new cat.
Not the cat.
Oh no.
Medusa was beside herself with apologies, but needless to say, she moved on rather quickly. We're not certain where.
Meaning what? Medusa is roaming the streets? Doing whatever she likes?
Not quite.
Medusa believed she might not be able to control her appetite, so she asked us to put her in contact with the mortal government. They took her somewhere. It was her decision. The government is grateful. They even suggested we might see Hephaestus again.
Aphrodite's husband? He's alive?
So it appears. Who knows what he's been doing for the mortals since the war, but it would raise all our spirits to see him again.
There's definitely a lot of loose ends, and they're like adding more now.
How about you, Persephone? Any big changes?
Not unless you count my many trips to Hades. No. It's business as always.
Trips to Hades?
I am no longer its queen, but I am still the most familiar with its workings. And Hades is changing.
Oh?
Perhaps it's the mere fact that the mortal world is aware of us again. I don't know. Or something else is stirring.
Is this something we should be concerned about, sister?
Not yet. I'll let you know. As for everything else, the club continues, more popular than ever. The world turns. What more is there to say?
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Kind of feels like this is it, huh? Like we won't see each other for a long time.
No. Not like this. You're right.
Everything has changed.
Stormy skies clear, soft breeze blow.
The ocean lies calm, stars are out.
We'll chart our paths, I've no doubt.
Where will we end up with different routes? A fresh coat of paint, sails unfurled, ready to go.
Watching the shore as we drift away.
Lost in the sunrise, parting mists of gray.
Sailing to new water, the rush of a new day.
Everything has changed. Everything.
Yay! Wow. Wow, fam. Woo! That game hit me in the feels hard tonight. Goodness. Heck yeah, I'm definitely gonna play it again. Trying like different options, but wow. Priceless is still streaming. We're gonna raid Priceless. We'll let the credits roll while I get ready to. Oh. /raid. Priceless is in the charity stream that I'm running. The last Saturday of the month. So be awesome to them. Give them a follow. And everybody have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday. Yeah. Stay warm. It's cooled down over here where I'm at. Obviously all people passing storms and such. Be safe. Take care of yourself.